So when I first came into Brandeis, I started inadvertently taking a lot of the courses that were required for IGS, including Econ and Intro to IGS, and I realized about halfway through my first year that everything else that was on the list as a requirement for the IGS major was something that I wanted to do.
And the more I learned about Brandeis and the IGS program and all of the opportunities that it allowed, even outside of the department, but of all of the extracurricular stuff that it funded, it just became more and more awesome.
It allowed me to not just study international relations and politics, but also to study the cultures of the places.
I'm a pre-med student, and I'm really interested in doing global health in the future. So obviously Brandeis has a really strong pre-med program, but I wanted to couple it with something from the humanities that would really give me a global lens, so IGS really fits that well.
I guess sophomore year came and I was trying to figure out what am I going to do? What is going to kind of accept all of these crazy things about me? And the answer was the IGS major.
I think my favorite class is probably Intellectual and Revolutionary Politics.
So I took a class on topics in revolution in the Third World with a focus on Vietnam.
One of the funniest classes I think I took for the IGS major was actually when I was abroad in Amsterdam. I took a class on prostitution.
And I started to look at the drug triangle, the Golden Triangle in Southeast Asia.
And as part of the class, we got to meet with a number of prostitutes and pro-sex feminists. We went on a number of tours of the red light district during the day only.
And my professor found it really interesting, but we talked a little bit, and my final presentation ended up being a 20-minute presentation on how to make opium.
It was just, I never learned about anything like that before, so it just was very eye-opening.
And it was a very interesting class, certainly very different than one that I've taken at Brandeis, and IGS gave me credit for it.
Any good stories? I had a lot of different, very interesting teachers.
Yeah, actually one day my host family took me to a walnut festival. Everything was about walnuts.
I remember the first class that I took in the French University, I walk in and it's this stereotypical French woman with the crazy hair. She doesn't shave. She's just a French hardcore feminist.
The police came to my door one day because they thought I was a spy for some unnamed government.
We all made walnut oil.
The teachers in the North were actually striking. So in solidarity, the teachers in the South decided to go on strike.
They had walnut pies.
The TAM workers, the TAM is a tram line there, decided that they might go on strike too.
Walnut, really everything.
I get to the stop and everyone's having a picnic on the train tracks. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, we're striking.
The thing that IGS has taught me is that I really know very little about international matters. And I think that is an incredibly valuable piece of information to have and something that more people need to understand.
Well, what I've always appreciated a lot about the IGS major is its emphasis on looking at things in different ways and from different perspectives, and I think that's a critical thing I've learned.
So I'm really happy to be an IGS major. I think that I met a lot of really amazing people with a lot of amazing backstories in this major, and that was really, really unique to the IGS major for sure.
I would definitely say that it made me an overall aware global citizen.
It showed me that I'm not limited by any means to a career path, to this country, this state. Literally the world is my playground. The world could be my laboratory. The world could be my classroom, and I'm looking forward to that.
So I think IGS and the courses I've taken, as well as all the courses that I didn't have the chance to take because there are just so many, have really emphasized the fact that there's always more to learn when it comes to international and global studies.
Hopefully when I confront problems or look at global issues, I can see that there's a lot of sides to the story and not to jump to conclusions, but rather take time to learn specifically what's important to all the different groups and then come up with a more informed position on it.
IGS provides a very solid foundation for any thing that I will do and allows me to be confident that whatever I do with that, I can take and will take, because I'm so used to it now after 4 years of IGS, we'll look at it from multiple different angles and not just look at it from one specific field, which doesn't cover everything.
Really, like, studying it for 4 years is through a variety of courses, through like the economic lens, the cultural lens, the political lens. It really opened my eyes to understanding what's going on in the world a lot better.